Cool. So, welcome everybody. I am really excited to have you here. We're going to do a crystal activation and we're going to be just kind of really connecting in. There's lots of codes within crystals. There's lots of meaning within there for you. And you probably know from picking crystals that there's stuff in there that is, you can kind of, pick a different crystal for whether it's for anti-anxiety, whether it's to help with digestive issues, whether it's to bring more love into your life. But there's actually more than that that's going on and more that's available. And so I really wanted to work with Jenna to come in and to kind of see what we can do in terms of getting your alignment with those crystal activations at a better level. And about 3 or 4 weeks ago, kind of everything went up a level in terms of that information being accessible for us. So it was kind of an exciting time to do this. We're going to do a little bit of a mix of things throughout this. So there's going to be a little bit of Kundalini Yoga I like to use Kundalini for us to work together to kind of vibrate the cells, to open up your cells of your body. And then I'm going to use light language. So if you're not familiar with light language is I've become a channel for from the universe, that through me, lights and codes and frequency comes through me. And so it's going to sound a little bit like gobbledygook. So don't worry about that. The great thing about light language is even if your mind is like, what is going on here? This is crazy. Your body, the cells of your body and your soul are receiving the messages. And that makes light language super powerful because it bypasses the ego. It bypasses your kind of program and it really gets to where the messages and the light and frequency wants to go. So it's very good at shifting emotion, shifting energy. And so using both of those today, as well as the sound bowl, to basically, we're just going to get in there, get some energy moving, create the space so that you're at a higher frequency to be able to align with the crystals and what they've got with you, what messages they've got. So you should have 1 or 2 crystals and no more than that to be used within this, obviously, because it is a process that we're going to go through and you'll be holding many hands. And I'll just explain everything as we go. But if you have any questions, you can obviously please ask in the chat. I'll go that, and if anyone's jumping on late then or watching this on the replay, then everything is the same. The great thing about energy is it knows whether you're coming now or whether you're dropping on later. It's all, everyone's in alignment to be in this group at this time. So what I'm going to ask you to do first of all is just to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with your exhalation longer than your inhalation. And with those exhalations, letting anything go that's been on your mind. And breathing in fresh, high vibing energy into the body. I just want to let you know that everything that is channeled today comes through for your highest and best good. So you're in a safe environment with a safe team to help activate your connection to your crystals. And we're going to start now with a breath work, a 3-minute breath work that is really great at just kind of getting the egoic mind out of the way. And I just need to just check before you start it. If you are pregnant on your first 3 days of your cycle or have any heart conditions, the fast breath of fire that we're going to do in this, you're just going to do long, slow, deep inhalations instead. Everybody else, you're going to join me now, but you're still going to hold the position, the hand position, no matter what. So you're just sitting in a comfortable position and you're going to curl the fingers into the pads of your under the fingers. And you're going to put your thumbs together. And then you're just going to raise it over the head and then separate it out like this at a 60-degree angle. You're going to close your eyes and focus the attention to the third eye, so between the eyebrows. And you're going to do a breath of fire with an equal inhale and exhale. Your breath doesn't need to be as fast as mine, but it does need to be equal. So look like this. And we're on the clock for 3 minutes. Off we go. You want to make sure your diaphragm is moving, not your chest. And if you start to feel lightheaded, bring your attention to your chin. Halfway there. You're cleaning your energy field right now. Deepen the breath if you can. Last 30 seconds. Really go for it. Now bringing the hands back together overhead, the thumbs touching again. Take a deep inhale here, hold the breath. I want you to imagine a white light all around you. And you're going to exhale in a moment, and as you exhale, you're going to slowly, slowly swoop the arms down by the side through the aura. Exhaling now. And fingertips to the ground. Just mentally connecting with the earth. Okay, so that's called the ego eradicator. It's really great for cleaning the energy, really great for kind of getting your ego out of the way today, which is really what we want. So we're going to start now with our first light language activation. So with your crystals, just if you've got two, just place one in each hand. If you just have one, you can just place your hand together around one. And then just resting your hand on your knee, wherever they are, wherever's comfortable for you, in your lap if you just have one. Oh, I just forgot one thing before you do that. I'll just get you to very quickly touch your third eye. Just want you to tap lightly at the third eye and just give permission for the light, the frequency, the codes to come into the body. Everything here for your highest and best good. And just thinking to yourself, I allow, I allow, I allow. Okay, you can drop the hands and now place the crystals in your hands. One in each hand, and just closing the eyes. I want you to imagine a light bubble in front of the third eye. Now, this might be in the color of one of your crystals, this might be white, however it's coming to you, however you want to imagine it. Just placing a light bubble in front of the third eye, in front of the eyebrows. And just now expand that light, kind of pulsing as it expands. Just going to keep expanding it until you and your crystals are within the light, kind of in this light bubble of protection. And then just holding onto your crystals, just kind of feel the vibration of that energy. It's a subtle, happy, gentle vibration that you're sitting in. And I'm now going to bring in the light language. Kina kara toka kikini ana makita kara kete kini ora kina yara takar taka kare ke moku tuka kina yara taka kete kare ki umu yura na yara taka kete kina mareti kara taka kina yara taka moku kete kare kina kara tuka kina kara taka moku kira ara taka kina rupute kana ara tuka mara tuka kara tuka kini yara taka kare tika moku kina yara taka kina yara taka kina mareko tikira tika kite kina yara toku tuka kina maru kina kara taka moku kina yara yara ta yara Kira takana makore tingana gira takina tu kore kina muku kere ring muku tu kore kina gira muku tikara kita kina nana tu kore tika mayana ruku tikti tarakata kono muku tikana ruku kina gira taka moro tu kina yara puru tu ore takara taki moro tu kina ruku tikti tikana khara taka muku kina gira takana muku tikara hayra kara tu kini gira gira taka muku tu kare kina khara taka muku tikti yara Kina toka kina ira toka mo ina ndara toka ita ita tekeri. Naka toka rata ka moku tiki ni ira toka na moku tiki ata kara kini. Rata ka moku tiki rata tika na ira toka mara toka tiki na ira. Riku ina tiki tiki ra kara toka moku tiki na ira toka tiki na maki. Muriku tara kara ria moku tiki na ira. Manki te rata ka rata toka kina tiki na nanda toka mara toka kina. Kia na taka rata ka moki taka taka mai. Mura taka rata toka tiki na rata ka moku tiki ni. Riku rata kita kana maka toka na rata ka moki tana ya. Kuratika na khratika ya na krutu mukutu kutuketika na khratuko khratika makaratika na ira tu kina kuitita kina kramo kitika ra to moku kira ta kina kira to makira just holding the crystals in front of the heart space now. Just kind of really bringing in, kind of inhaling almost the energy of the crystals. Figure that makitikin kana na to kara taka mokutikit ko yana tukutikin yada tuka mokutikin takin na to ayara taka hara taka hira mokutikit kara taka mokutikit yan. Takutikina kira taka mokutikina. Roko yana to take kono makit ko tikin kira to kurikina katuki amara ko yan near to kima katuki haya. Ore dia nak tu kita kena kerja kamu kita kita dah kamu kerja kini kita tu kamu kerja dia nak hari nak kopi na ya. Taking a deep breath, holding the breath and think to yourself, I allow, I allow, I allow. Allow that energy to run through the body, to connect, to electrify, to upgrade. And exhale. You can now relax your crystals, relax your hands, just have them near your body. So I'm just going to be using the sound bowl now. So what I want you to do is just for the first 3 minutes or so, you're just going to just relax and receive the energy from the bowl, receive the cleansing. You know, this is set to an ability to kind of vibrate the cells, to release old stagnant emotions, old energy. And so we really want to start with that. And then about halfway through, you'll hear me just say hum. And at that point, what I want you to do is to just use your voice, use your own voice healing to then continue the activation and to kind of vibrate the cells so that you're allowing more connection to the crystal, allowing more of your old stagnant energy to release. And we'll do about 3 minutes of humming as well. Okay, so closing the eyes, just kind of taking another breath there just to allow yourself full permission to go into this. Allow that vibration to move through the body, and with the exhale, just kind of mentally give permission for anything else that your subconscious wants to let go. Exhale. Okay, so now with your crystals, I just want you to place the crystals in your hand, but swap hands if you've got two. And if you have one crystal and you placed your hands, you've got a natural way that you place your hands, just place it the other way. And then closing the eyes again, mentally giving permission to the frequency. I allow, I allow, I allow. And now being open to receive more light language. This time we are working on the alignment of the cells of your body, your soul, coming into alignment and engagement with your crystals. Que tu kina tu kana tu ke tu de kana mara tu kini gina ta kama tu ka khara tu kainga tu kina gira tu ko moida tu kini gira tu kara tu kita na khara tu ka ama yana tu de kana tu ko tu ke te kira tu ke ni rata Murukuti kana kira tu maki tu de kana tu ko ora te kara ta kama tu ke na ta kara tu ke tikina makuina Rakogina tara ta ke kana makuti kira hayina kira tu tu kana yara tara ta kana matu kira kana makuta re ta ta kira tu kama kira kira gira tu kama kuta kira kama kira tu de kana Rukukina tu de kira ta makuta kira Mana tu kita kamar tu kita rakit kena mau. Kita tu kamu kita kira kita kira kamu kini. Mana tu kira tera tinggal tu kena kira tu kena kira tu kata kamu kita kini. Mana tu kita kira kira tu kamu kita kena. Ada tu kamar tu kira tera kena tuai. Ada tu kita kamu kita kini kira tu kamu kita kira kira tu kira mau ina. Perkara tu kita kira maru kena kira tu kamu kita kira kira tu mau kita kira kina ina. Mana tu kena kira tu kamu kita kira kita kamu kira kamu kita kira. Mana tu berarti ina tu kamu kita kira kira tu kamu kita kira ina tu kira. Frecuente que la gente como que tenga ya, porque quien te rata que la gramo que te rete que no más que tú requine, porque te que te quieren que la filla no jarate que como que te quieren que la hora más que te quiera javier la tarde más que te quiere que nadie rata como que requiere cara como que te quita la jara más por el de que Hari dia rata tu boleh kena hari tu kena mak tu kena hari tu mungkin tu kena hari tu kena hari tu kerja rumah tu kita rah hayana hari tu kena hari mau kena mak tu kita kena hari tu mak tu kena hari tu kamu kurit kena hari tu kena haya. Kena sorang mak tu kena sorang mak tu kita kena mak tu kena perkara kena hari tu mak tu kena kerja yang kena tu mak tu kena kita kena mak kita kena mereka tu kena hari tu mak kita kena kerja mak kita kurang kena hari tu mak kita kena mereka tu kena hari tu mak kita kena hari tu mak kita kena mereka tu nana jadi kita kini nana mak kurang kita kena hari tu mak kita kena hari tu hari nana mak tu kita kena mereka tu kena hari nana hari tu kena hari mak kita hari tu kena porque kita tak kena harus rumah kita kena gira tu kau mera, mereka tu kita kamu tu kena, kamu tu kena maru tu kena, mereka tu kena maru tu kena, tu kamu tu kena, tu kena, mereka tu kena tu kamu kena, ada tu kamu ina, porque tu kena hanya tu ramu tu kena, tu kena ina, nama tu kita rakyat tu kamu kita cara tu kamu kita kena, ada tu kamu kena gira tu kamu kita ina. Take a deep inhale, hold the breath. Think to yourself, I allow, I allow, I allow. Allow that light to come into, to surround, to energize the body, to connect you to your crystals deeper, to open up your third eye wider, and exhale. So we've got one more section to do. Using Kundalini Mantra, we're going to do, and then one more light language. And now, mantra at the moment, or just using your voice at the moment, is super, super powerful. But in particular, the codes that are in this Kundalini mantra got activated at a higher rate recently, and so they're just more power to using this. So I know, Jenna, you've done this before, but we're going to be using Kirtan Kriya. So it's using the phrase Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. So Satnam is the base of that, which is calling in your vibration of truth into the body. Sa is your infinity, it's the totality of the cosmos, and we're going to be bringing our fingers together on the index finger when we say Sa. Ta is your middle finger, which is life, it's the birth and the form of the infinity. Na is death, it's transformation, and Ma is your rebirth. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing in these 5 primal sounds of the universe, and we're bringing them into 3 parts. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to be doing 1 minute of loud chanting Satanama, 1 minute of whispering, 2 minutes of mentally chanting it, and 1 minute of whispering, then 1 minute of loud again. Together, this is 6 minutes of chanting. Those 3 sounds, loud, loud whisper, and silent, are actually represent the 3 languages of consciousness. So the loud is being human, being in this body. The whisper represents living and loving and a need for belonging. And silent part is connecting with the infinity. So together, this is a really powerful exercise. It offers a complete mental and electromagnetic field rebalance, and it also brings more insight into your reality as awakening, as well as awakening to you to your infinite capacities. Just a small one, just an easy one. So I'm just going to be leading this. I just need to put my timer on, and we're just going to be doing. So just going to follow my lead and just join in with me. So we're going to be going. It'll look like this: Sa Ta Na Ma. So as you're going, and then we're going to loud whisper. And then when you're mentally chanting, you're keeping the fingers going, you're just keeping that in your head. And you just join in with me and the my sounds all through that. All clear? All right, let's go. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Whisper. Silent. Satnama, 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 Satnama. Taking an inhale, allowing the vibration of the sounds to move through the body, and exhale. So now we're going to do the final light language. We're going to focus on the engagement between you and your crystals to open up the channels for you to receive the messages directly. So this may come through to you right now in the session. This may come to you in your dream later tonight or through the week. It can come through sensations in the body as well as from downloads. So your job is to pay attention both now and as this continues to work. The light language keeps going for 24 to 48 hours. So just kind of to pay attention to what's coming up, notice what's different, and particularly I find after the session and in the dream state as well. So now you can place your crystals back in your hand, whichever way feels comfortable. You can place them together if you want, and just to mentally give permission again for the light language to come in and to work on the engagement between you and your crystals, and just now being open to receive. Kia takamokore kinya na tartar takamoko tikita kana nigira takamoko kina gira tukina gira manakoti kina mokati karoku kina gira takamoko gira prakoti kina hada takamora tukina na mor tukitra hamakato kina gira more takitu ko gira rakina takira takamora tukita takana moko kina gira na moko kira tukutika kana mokati kirai makorete na takamora kuitira takina moiro witata tukahana more tukina hada takamoko ayetta kana mokore tukitira Kuyana, Rakayana to the Tikanamoko to Kirigana, Hai at the Katakanamoko, Takan Kratamokito, Kinamoko to Kiramoko, Takayana, Motokato Kitara, Takana, Kitakamota, Takana, Maraki, Moko to Moto Kirigana, Hatakanamoko Toki, Marakatore Kana, Ratokamoki, Manakotore Kana, Ratakamoko, Hartikana Moki to Kiramokoi, Porkotakanamoka, Takana Karatakamoko to Wina. Prakotikana, Hatamokotikana, Yatakamokotikina, Nanakotokamokotikana, Haratamo, Prakotokaramakotikana, Ratokatikana, Barkuketa, Harada, Katakanamokitakana, Mokotikana, Totorikina, Yatuma. I want you to imagine a white light inside your mouth, just kind of pressing against the roof of the mouth. Prokuigina Morokita Harada Moira, Prokugina Tarataka Harada Mokita Karakina, Yaharagana Karamokita Rakina, Karatika Karamoya, Praku kita kana katugengi na tuku tikana hara mokitu tikira kana tuku kana hara tuku mokitu kinira. Praku kina hara mokitu kira titara kana mokra kinira. Praku kita na hara tuku mokitu tikira mokitu kinira. Praku rata hara tina tuwa takana hara tuku mokitu kinira. Buura takana hara tuku mokitu kinira. Bui tora kina hara tuku. Praku kina hara tuku mokitu kina hara tuku mokitu kina hara tuku kita kina hira mokoi. Kina to kina kata kama do kita kina ina nani nama to kita kita kina anzo kita kita kina mako to kita kina mana kuti kina kana mako to kina mako to kina kita kina mako to kina kita to kina mana ko kina to kina mako to kita kina rana tak kita kina mako to kina ina mako to kita hai. Kina mako to kita kina kata kama kita kama mana ko kina mako to kita mako to kina mana ko to kina hamar kita kina mako ina arat mako ri to kita kina mako to kina arat mako to kina mana kita kina ira kina mako to kina arat mako to kina ira to mako kina ira porque ina to kina arat mako to kina arat to mai ya ida mako to kina mako ya haya haya mako to kina haya mayana haya yana tuko kina yana maya yana to gama data kina haya mure tuko to data yana moyana ya moyana toke yana borete ke yana moyero to yana moke yana ya kara to yana moko yana rate ke moyana rate kana yana rate ke moyana yana Uya tata yana ro yana takara ta yana toka moyana yana Take a deep inhale, hold the breath. Think to yourself, I allow another light to continue working in the body, to continue creating space, bringing in more light, energizing and amplifying your messages from the crystal, and then how you share those out. And exhale. So just going to close this out with 3 long Satnams. So I just want you to bring your hands into prayer position. We're just calling in that vibration of truth and just closing out our session. Taking an inhale and 3 long Satnams. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Satnam. Just ask you to take a sip of your water now. And then just to continue sipping that over the next few hours. I'm just going to share with you before I'll open you up to provide feedback if you want in a moment. But first, I just want to kind of open up, if I can remember all of the stuff that came through. I'm going to go backwards, I think, because I can remember this in the last activation. Was this big white shield of light was coming at the body, and it was kind of like, it was almost like it was already waiting there. It was just waiting for permission to come into the body, and it felt like a big round shield. And I was able to kind of bring that into your body, and then it came up into the mouth, which is when I asked you to open up the mouth and to in the mouth to bring that light in there. It was amazing. It was a really amazing feeling within the mouth. This light was in there, and it was kind of coming out, and it's amplifying any messages that you've got that are positively impacting the people around you right now, and whether that's just the people you're interacting with, the people you're communicating with on social media, the neighbors around you, or if you're doing any healing work, it's going to amplify everything that you're doing. but it also amplifies anything that you're going to get from the crystals. When you say it, it's like you're gifting this activation, you're gifting it forward through your words. And it's really cool. It's very powerful. Really, really beautiful experience. And then there was a lot today, a lot of kind of pulling out and then a lot of plugging in. So pulling out around the throat chakra, opening up the third eye, and really kind of allowing some new codes to come in there. And the first one, there was this, all these codes were kind of almost like I was doing a cornrow of codes into your hair, into your skull, basically into your brain, into your kind of energy field, which was really cool. And that was just kind of part of that upgrade. Trying to think what else there was. There was at one point, there were these really long kind of like almost like string like tendrils, but they kind of had a life of their own, and they were kind of like purpley pink, and they were able to kind of go out and kind of, it was more like you had them on you already, but it was going out and kind of plugging you into those parts of your old self, plugging it into the universe. So that was really cool as well. Hey Dave, you missed the session, I'll send you the replay. So it was going out, these tendrils were going out into the universe and kind of plugging you in there, which was really cool. And then also in the second activation, there was this pink, this really light pink energy that was coming in. And as it came into the body, it kind of came around it, and it kind of almost like put a shield around you. It was really cool. This kind of this bubble that went all around you, kind of went all over the whole body. Really nice, very protective, but also very nurturing as well. Really kind of very light pink. I think they're the main things I can remember. There was lots of more, but obviously you're interpreting that in different ways as well. If anyone would like to share any of their experiences, you're more than welcome. No pressure though. Hang on, I'll just unmute you. Hang on. I have to unmute you. Yoga, can you unmute? Sorry. I want to hear what you're saying, definitely.
Yep, you there?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's interesting how you're saying this white bubble of protection, because I got this distinct black line that appeared. It was almost like a divide between masculine, feminine, light, darkness. Like it was just this great big black divide. And from the middle of the divide, you saw like this, it started all spreading like right from the center, and just came and joined in the middle. And it was almost like that duality of, you know, that yin and yang merging and coming together to form the duality that's within us.
It was really powerful, that, because I was actually leaning back with the pressure of this big white shield. I was kind of like, you know, back here with it, which was really cool. So yeah, I'm glad to. Anything else did you feel?
Look, you know my history. Wanted to come through. I just kind of said, this isn't your session, it's Zoe's session. Back off. So for me, it was kind of like, hold on, buddy. You know, let's just go with what this is. But the crystal, the crystal activation as well. Like the colors and the striations in the crystal now are so much brighter.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, the part in the mouth was like probably the highlight for me, and probably like the highlight for me in many of my sessions, because just that I can still feel that energy in the mouth, and the power of that, the power of having that with our words, with our kindness, with how whatever we're sharing. But I think particularly it relates to whatever is going to come through for you from the crystals, and you sharing that on. So if you're getting messages, just know that part of that is to communicate them forward in whatever way feels comfortable for you. That doesn't mean you're going full out woo-woo with it. It just means that if, you know, you're feeling something, is to act. You're very supported to act on it, which is really cool. How about for you, Jen?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Because I've done a couple of sessions with you before, Zoe, and every time I'm shutting my eyes, and because I focus a lot on really focusing on my third eye, And I've already spoken to you about this and you said it's a good thing, but my eyes start to like go side to side and they start to cross over all the time. And sometimes it can be, like before you told me that that's actually like a good thing, I was like, this is so annoying, I can't concentrate. Whereas now I just kind of let it happen and I'm just like, kind of nice, it's just opening that gateway.
Yeah, I mean, that's a real third eye activation, so it's really good when you feel it. I feel like it's just like kind of like even there's a part at the beginning where right at the beginning where I think we were even just doing the first thing and it started kind of going, it started, it's all over the place, so I just kind of like, I take all of those as a sign. I've got a pulse going in the back of my thigh at the moment. It's been going all day and all week I've had a pulse going down my back and I'm just kind of like, oh well, don't think I'm dying, so we're good. And I just know it's part of the energy coming in and how it's able to come into my body at this point in time. So just kind of allowing that. So that's good. Yeah. So I'll send you I use crystals on a being if you haven't seen it before, and I'll send you a picture of that. Just see, it's really, really nice because it's actually quite kind of purpley, greeny, lighty crystals. So they're cool in terms of what came through and wanted to communicate as well. And then if you get any more feedback or anything you want to share, then please feel free to just reach out to me. And also, this will keep going, it's energy work. So it doesn't just like, we don't just walk away now and it stops. It does keep kind of moving through the system. So you want to drink the water that you've got there, but just in general, drink lots of water. Tonight, I would highly recommend that you're sleeping with your crystals. So the ones that you've activated today. So either under the pillow, in your hand, or you can put them under the bed if that feels more comfortable, for whatever's comfortable for you. But any of those, I would really recommend having your crystals in the bed tonight. I mean, look, I sleep with mine anyway, just kind of like let different ones. This one wanted to come in last night, so I just let it. This is the Lemurian Sea crystal. So I just kind of let whatever needs to come through there. But and just kind of just allowing, if you're feeling anything, allow it. Instead of, if you're going to freak out, I mean, please reach out to me, but just kind of allow the sensations to come through, allow whatever comes through for this. And and then if you feel like you want to share anything later, then you're more than welcome to do so with me, however we normally communicate. But thank you so much for joining me. Oh, look at the cats all joining. Thank you.
Thanks, Zoe. Thanks, Zoe.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.